Hello. It's that time of day again. Timeguessr Daily. Okay. Interesting. So, the Olympic torch. Definitely pre 2008. Feels like it could be South Korea. Based purely on just a hunch. So, when did South Korea have the Olympics? This looks like Summer Olympics. And this is probably going to be in Seoul. But, I mean, when did South Korea have the Olympics? That is a question. They're probably quite central. We'll just say they're somewhere around here. Near the palace, perhaps. This looks quite palatial. We'll say they're just running away from the palace. Here. It's probably not correct, but it doesn't really matter. I'm really more interested in the year. Um, so, was it in the 80s? Man, I actually don't know. That's kind of I kind of need to learn these. Was it LA in 82? Salt Lake City? No, that was something different. It was LA. I don't know. I'm going to go like 78. It was 88. Gosh darn it. Okay, I was in the right spot, which is cool, I guess, but kind of bad on the year. I guess it's kind of hard to guess. Honestly, that car looked kind of 70s-esque, but yeah. Kuwait Airways. I mean, is this going to be in Kuwait? Seems like there's too many Latin characters. What's this? That looks Greek. It was very Greek with the this like angular E. Kuwait Airways. I mean, it's incredibly busy. There are some flags, but like A, it's black and white, and B, I mean, what is that? It's like a cross. Almost looks like Denmark or something. It's a bit too pixelated to really make anything else out. I mean, it's got to be Greece, right? Yeah, I mean, it just has to be. What is this? I'm not going to guess anything other than Greek. Luckily, Greek isn't really spoken outside of Greece, um, or the Greek alphabet isn't really used outside of Greece. So it's, you know, not too bad. There's a fountain over there in the corner. Let's just say we're like over here somewhere. I doubt this is perfectly correct. In terms of year, I've been doing really badly with year recently. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time. There's a VW Beetle. Or is that a CV2? No, that's got to be a VW Beetle. When was the Beetle first produced? Like 60s? Maybe slightly earlier? I mean, I'm just going to guess mid 60s. Nothing is screaming like 70s at me. That guy's collar's quite large, but the lapels on that suit are normal sized. Because in my mind, in the 70s, lapels and collars got huge and flares became a thing. And in the 60s, everything was a little bit more like normal, I guess. I'm just going to go like late 60s, 67. It was 73. Drat. Oh, and that actually was the fountain, hilariously. If I'd actually bothered to zoom in, I think I would have actually got a lot better on location. But it's basically full marks on location, so it doesn't really matter. And again, the year, I'm 6 years off. It's not good. It's not great. Okay, El Espectador. Escobar. What, has Escobar been arrested? So Escobar, that's going to be usually when they give you a hint, like a figure, it's going to be in that country. Like, for example, there was just a TV shop with a picture of like Andy Murray on the TV. And of course it was in Dunblane, but there was no way of knowing that was Dunblane. Um, so usually they're pretty on the money with like if they're going to show you something happening, it's usually going to be centered on that place. That's a really poor way of wording it, but you know what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I'm just going to pop it in Bogota. Although he wasn't like active in Bogota really, but whatever. Do we get like a year? We would get a year, I think. I've actually noticed a lot of newspapers don't put the year, and that's kind of rude for us time guesser players. That is kind of rude. La replica del orangutan. Escobar tras las rejas. Behind bars? No? I don't know. I don't know much about Escobar, if I'm being honest. Uh, one sec, I gotta sneeze. Oh dear. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I think it was 90s. But these guys don't look particularly 90s. Oh, it was 91. And it was Colombia. That's a pretty good score. So does tras las rejas mean behind bars? I should probably have gone to Google Translate. Oh my gosh, it is behind bars. That's hilarious. Uh, just a picture of Escobar behind bars there as well. That is top. Okay. Right. Interesting. So we've got this V above a letter. I always associate that with like Croat, um, and those sorts of languages. So we're looking like former Yugoslav countries or around that neck of the woods. We don't have a lot to go on. Pristroje. Okay, so I know the capital of Kosovo is Pristina. Um, I would be. I mean, I don't know what they would call it themselves. Pristroje. Um, mm, mm, Fotografia. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have much to go on. I mean, the date's also going to be a bit tricky, but given the complete lack of anything else in terms of actual clues, I'm going to take a punt on Pristina. I don't think this is Pristina, just putting it out there. Because I don't think they'd call it Prostroje. But at least it's in that general neck of the woods where I want to guess. So my location score is not going to be like in the gutter. I really want to get a good date for this, which won't be easy. It won't be easy because I feel like honestly, men's fashion is actually easier to pick up on than women's fashion. And as I've said in the past, my fashion knowledge and like dating is atrocious. And when so many of these come down to fashion, so like late 60s, maybe like mid 70s. I'm gonna go bang on 1970, 61, and it was Wait, if I zoom out, I'll be able to. Oh, okay, cool. So it was Prague. Hmm. It was Prague. It was Prague. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of annoying. I just lost loads of points. Now I have to get like almost a perfect round to get above 40,000, and this is not going to be easy. Stockholm, Netherlands. Wow, wow. I don't think this is the Netherlands. I can't tell you why I think that. Is that his? Is that this person's name? Why didn't it just say Sven and just make my life easy? Sorry, I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but this just doesn't have Dutch vibes for some reason. However, I don't know if I should really second guess. The reason I'm obviously focusing on the Dutch is that they're incredibly good ice skaters because the canals freeze over and they ice skate at winter time. But I'm sure that other Northern European countries do the same. So it's kind of tricky. My 40,000 plus is on the line. I've not been to Stockholm. I've been to Amsterdam. This does not look particularly like Amsterdam to me. I don't know what the large tower in the background is. That church looks so Scandinavian. It's unbelievable. Like I just don't think you would see a church like that in more like mainland Europe. It's just got such Northern European vibes. However, I mean, okay, I was about to say it's clearly winter time, yet it's light outside. So I know it's not going to be like in the Arctic Circle. Um, but would it be Stockholm? This is the thing. I mean, the sea freezing over, it has to be even colder. Does this even freeze over? Because this is that's all salt water. I feel. Well, no, probably not. I don't even know. I'm sure it's got to be fresh water. You wouldn't build a city on salt water, would you? Like that? I'm sure that's fresh water. It's got to be fresh water. Oh man, I don't know. Is there a church here? Okay, well there's a pizza place. I I simply don't know. I'm going to be really annoyed when this is the Netherlands. In terms of date, mid 80s. I mean, also this is such a Scandinavian jumper, is it not? Am I wrong? I hate having to guess on fashion. It's impossible. I don't know. I'm gonna go, yeah, mild flaring on the jean on the trousers there. I'm gonna go like early 80s, 81. Oh my gosh, that's really bad. I've absolutely fucked it. I was right that it wasn't the Netherlands at least, but how are you meant to get that that's Reykjavik? What? What? That's so hard. Ah, oh, again, guessing based purely on fashion is so hard. Oh man, those last two rounds were fucking shocking. Oh, oh I'm so sad. Oh well, GG's. Until next time.